We couldn't win silverware in our first season with West Ham, could we? Let's find out. Yes, welcome back, boys and girls. It is Club 2 of our rebuilding series. We're at West Ham, and today we have a Carabao Cup final against our old club Chelsea. But before that, small matter of Patrick Vieira's Arsenal in the league. Since he was last with us, we have beat Tottenham in the FA Cup 3-2, which got Zinedine Zidane sacked. We then followed that up with a 3-1 victory away at Brentford, but then we went down 4-3 away at Man City, a plucky performance in which we were 3-0 down after 28 minutes. We got it back to 3-3, only for Erling Haaland to break our hearts, just like Erling Haaland does. That was about all we've got to report for, so let's get straight into this Arsenal game. We're at home, we're 8th in the league. Let me just show you that Premier League table for starters. A victory would put us into 6th, although we would have played the game more than the teams around us. But we'd be putting the pressure largely on them. Wolves have finally started dropping a few points, which is good to see if you're a West Ham fan, like we are. And Saka's going to be the danger man. They've got no Gabriel Jesus. They've got no Odegaard. Interesting. Where's Odegaard gone? They've got Kieran Tierney playing right back. Wow. We'll see how that plays out. We might have to start targeting that later on in the game. Definitely a potential weak spot. Left back playing right back. I've never seen Kieran Tierney play right back before. Trossard looks for big Dan Burn. He can't even get off the ground. Conor Gallagher breaks into the box, and he should have done better. He's denied by the post. I mean, he done well to get himself in there, but once he's there, you've got to do better than that, Con. Now, Trossard with a deep free kick against his old club. Dan Burn out on the right wing. What are you doing there, mate? He looks for Skamaka in the box. I'll tell you what, he wasn't too far off. Trossard cutting in. He probably tried to hit that too hard, with a bit of hatred for his old club there. As they've got Cook in goal. I've never heard of him. He does have a face, so he's definitely not a new gen. Dan Burn getting up above his man, but he can only find Thomas Partey. And Smith Rowe down the left-hand side. Bellanova manages to nick the ball off him. Finds Gabriel Barbosa. Can we bring it on a counter-attack? Barbosa runs into a bit of a blind spot, but we've still got the ball. Conor Gallagher just about still got the ball. Brings the ball over the halfway line very well. Trossard finds Truffert. Trossard's in. And Skamaka. Trossard with the assist against his old club. Hopefully Skamaka stayed on side there. It looks like he has. He's doing his socks, pulling his socks up. He's already done that by scoring a goal. And we are 1-0 up, boys and girls. Conor Gallagher with a fantastic run. Then Trossard and Truffert with a little 1-2. Easy for me to say. And he slides it across the box for Skamaka to be right where you'd want your striker. In the middle of the 6-yard box, tapping it in, and it is 1-0 to the Hammers. As mentioned beforehand, this will put us up into 6. I doubt that Wolves and Man United are playing each other in the next game, but if one of them is to lose, then it keeps us in the European spots, which is where we need to be, as Alex Scott intercepts there, and he brings it away over the halfway line. Back to Tyler Morton with a rare start. I realise now I forgot to really run through the team in all my haste. But yeah, Tyler Morton even getting a start. Gabriel Barbosa getting a start on the right-hand side, looking to show us why that was, as he looks for Skamaka, and Skamaka gets up and he heads it in, and that's another goal for Skamaka, our big Italian striker. And it's another selection gamble with Gabriel Barbosa on the right-hand side, paying off for us here. He beats his man, Emil Smith Rowe. He gets his cross in. Skamaka's peeled off at the back post, and we do probably indirectly take a bit of advantage of Kieran Tierney being there. I don't think he's the tallest right back you're ever going to come across, but we've got ourselves into that half time 2-0 ahead. More than happy with that. As Saka looks to swing one into a Scalvini, he gets up, and unfortunately for Arsenal, he can't keep his header down, and our clean sheet is preserved. Just over 10 minutes gone of the second half, not a lot happening. 15 minutes gone now. Maybe we make some changes. All right, Skamaka definitely stays on. Alex Scott not having the best of times, so I'm going to bring on João Pedro, and Bellanova can get a bit of a rest, and Ben Johnson can come on because he's one of our own. I think he's going to be the only West Ham youth player we've got. Probably still at the club, I'm guessing. Yeah, other than obviously the under 21s probably have a few. And then he's through, and he screws his shot wide with his weaker left foot. They're changing to a 4-2-3-1 now, as they brought on Fabio Vieira to try and get in behind us. We've got 20 minutes to hold on. João Pedro, Gabriel Barbosa, Brazilian connection there. Almost like when they had Mascherano and Tevez. You didn't expect to see it at the time, and you probably wouldn't expect to see those two Brazilians playing for West Ham. Ignacio is another one, but he's given the ball away there, so maybe we shouldn't say too much about him just yet. Thuram looks for Saka. Saka can only find Truffert, and we build again. It's very... I mean, that was bad. That was a horrible position to give the ball away. On the back of that, I'm going to demand more. I mean, it was fairly comfortable here. Ignacio, ever since I mentioned his name, he's had an absolute shocker. And I can't really shout anything at him because I've just shouted at the whole team, which I think is a bit pointless if you ask me. As Morton swings in the free kick from deep. He's done pretty well. I mean, he's only on a 6.6, but he probably wouldn't have started many games of this magnitude for us or for Liverpool. Gabriel Barbosa, Trossard, he's got a goal against his old club now. Again, the two wingers causing the damage, and the 2-goal lead has been restored as we look to go into the last 10 minutes of this game. Setting up a crucial victory. Conor Gallagher with a through ball to Gabriel Barbosa. I think Gallagher's been good, Morton's been good. I don't think the ratings do them justice, but Barbosa and Trossard have been phenomenal. Barbosa again now, looking to cause havoc. This time he can't, he can only find Gabriel. Fabio Vieira now, Smith Rowe. Very quick counter-attack onto Martinelli, who's in behind, and he's scored to make it 3-2 now. He's on a hat-trick. He probably should have had a hat-trick based on a chance he missed earlier. I mean, he's not the quickest at trying to get the ball out the back of the net. I mean, if he'd have run that slowly here, then even Dan Burn would have caught him. But as it stands, I'm going to demand more again. I'm going to make a change. A risky one. What do we do here? I mean, I don't know who to take. Trossard's frustrated by the feedback. Well, I'll tell you what, mate. You can be even more frustrated because Big John McGinn is going to come on in your place. He's going to sit there as a ball-winning midfielder. I toyed with the idea of a half-back there. You could all see it in my face. Conor Gallagher is a little bit tired, so David Brooks can come on just for some fresh legs. Hopefully this is enough to shore this up. As Morton swings in the free kick. Big Dan Burns at the back post, and he's hit the post. How crucial will that be? As now Arsenal look to counter-attack again. We probably should have just done a cheeky little foul there. He ended up sliding the ball out of play anyway. So he's got the desired result. As we're in injury time, the nerves are at an all-time high. We have an Arsenal highlight here. Thuram, Saka, Smith Rowe. Oh, I didn't know what was going on there. The flag was up, but the ball was bouncing ever so dangerously towards our net. And surely this will be the last highlight of this game. Scalvini, Big Dan Burn, you legend. João Pedro now. Skamaka, has he done it? They're checking it. I mean, just take your time, ref. Check it for as long as you want. I don't care if it's the last highlight we ever see. It's been disallowed. If only the ball was not there. If only the ball was like in row Z and the fans were holding on to it. He's off. But, I mean, what an emphatic finish it would have been. It counts for nothing. We get the victory, though. 3-2, finally on the right end of one of these tight games against a big club. Well done, boys. Nice work, everyone. Everyone looks delighted. There's a few frustrated by the feedback earlier, but I think the fact that we held on for the victory proves I was justified. We've got a Norwich game to deal with off camera because I didn't realise that the FA Cup was going to be in between this and the Carabao Cup final, but I'll join you in a minute where we look to secure a trophy against our old club, Chelsea. Well, that is Norwich dealt with comfortably at that 5-1 victory. Leonardo getting 2, Mitoma, Brooks and Bowen getting himself all on the score sheet. But now it is time for the main event of the evening. It is time for the Carabao Cup final against our old boys, Chelsea. Can we bring a trophy back to the London Stadium for the first time? Let's hope so. This is the team that's going to try and do it. Areola in goal, Truffert, Byrne, Palista and Bellanova. Paqueta and Gallagher trying to form a good partnership in that centre midfield. We're going to go Trossard, Scott, Jared Bowen and Skamaka up front. I mean, after the pasting they gave us in the league game, can't say that I'm feeling too confident going into this cup final, but stranger things have happened. Big Deuce is playing, Kvaratskhelia is playing, Gavi's playing. I mean, they've got the big guns out. And they've got Singo as well. No Reece James. I mean, I say they've got the big guns out. It actually looks like a semi-rotated side from Chelsea here. Which, I mean, it just shows how powerful we built them to be, because they're probably still going to have a lot more quality than what we can handle. I mean, look at that. Singo, the backup right back. Of course, it's his first goal of the season. 2 minutes in. Uphill task already. Levi Colwell there. Kvaratskhelia. I mean, nobody gets Vermeeren. I mean, Paqueta doesn't track his man. Trossard hasn't tracked his man. The right back just runs in and we give him the whole of Wembley and he slots it home because he's pretty good. Kvaratskhelia now, look how rapid he is, but Bellanova's keeping up with him just about, but he still gets the ball in and Singo's in again, and this time he's hit the bar. Oh, Kvaratskhelia now, get a foot in. We are all over the place early doors in this final. We definitely have not settled. I mean, who's this running up? Somebody block him. He's still going. For me, I mean, we've got to do better. We've got to do better. It doesn't look like there's a lot of hunger in this team. Like I said, it looks like we're letting the occasion get to us a bit. Let's offer some encouragement, see if that helps. According to the match momentum, we've grown into it a little bit. According to statistics, we have not. We've had 2 of the worst shots ever known to man from the looks of it. Kind of Gallagher now. Hopefully this is a sign of better things. We're running at them, we're doing what we do, and we give the ball away, because that is also what we do, in case you haven't noticed. Sometimes we can be fantastic at winning the ball back, and sometimes we can be just as fantastic at losing it. We have won the ball back, we are looking to break, but we've lost it. Surprise, surprise. Now Vlahovic is in. Oh, what a ball that is, Kvaratskhelia. I mean, he's got to score there. Areola does well to stand up and do the business and keep it out. Keep it at 1-0. Oh, my heart was in my mouth there. Come on, Skamaka, run. He's just not quick enough to get past Singo there. As we've put the ball in the box, it's bounced around a bit. We've got the second coming now. Truffert's looking to get round his man. Can he get the ball in? We know Skamaka can be dangerous with his head, but unfortunately it goes to the back post where Jared Bowen, not so great with his head, and he heads it over. And of our 3 efforts on goal, we have a combined XG of 0.06. I mean, that to me either says we're shooting from the halfway line, or the ball is just going so far over the bar like that header did that it's not even registering as any XG. Although we are in down the left, we've gone backwards for some reason. We've nearly sold our man short there. Come on, boys, let's crispen this up. Gallagher now. Bellanova hits the first man. Of course he does. The ball's bouncing around though. Jared Bowen, he doesn't hit the first man. Skamaka! That is what he does. That is what he does. That is why he's in the side. Bowen there, getting down the right-hand side. The first time we've strung some good passes together in the opposition penalty box. Conor Gallagher there with a great header. Alex Scott with a defence-splitting pass. And Bowen puts it on a tee for Gianluca Scamacca. It is Gianluca, isn't it? It's Gianluca now. He begins with a G. It's got to be Gianluca. Anyway, he's got to be a god. That's what it should stand for, because he somehow got us back into this game. We go into half-time at 1-1. I'm sure they'll just bring on the big boys. Who they got? Mind you, Tchouameni's on the bench, but they haven't got Havertz on the bench. They haven't got Musiala on the bench. Well, is this a case of Pep Guardiola overthinking things like he did in the Champions League final them years ago? It could just be that. It could give us a glimmer of hope here. Or maybe he's just going with a rotated side that got him to the final. As Paqueta gives the ball away, and he is someone that just cannot perform against Chelsea. And Vlahovic, did I just see that? It's his second goal of the season. I mean, this is so bad from Paqueta here. Gavi nicks it. Vlahovic buries it. I think that said there was a second goal of the season. That is an absolute joke if he hasn't. How good must they be doing to not have to rely on Vlahovic's goals? I mean, we'll have him. I know we've got Scamacca. I don't think we can afford him. But, I mean, Scamacca, we don't need him. Take it back. Don't put that flag up, Lino. Take it back. We don't need him, boys and girls. I was only joking. We've got Scamacca. Who needs Vlahovic when you've got Scamacca? I mean, what a final this is. This is edge of the seat stuff. Conor Gallagher pulling the strings there. Konate will be annoyed at himself for not doing better with that. I would have been annoyed at him if I was the Chelsea manager. But this time, we're not. We're West Ham. We're somehow scratching and clawing our way through this final. Let's bring on Emerson against his old club. We'll bring on Mitoma for his dribbling prowess. Hopefully he can cause Singo some problems going back, as we look to cause problems on the other side. I mean, someone's free there. Paqueta, Scamacca. Oh, he's not done a hat-trick, has he? The linesman's going to check it. Oh, he should not have been offside here. He should not have been. Please tell me he isn't. He isn't. Hat-trick in the final. Gianluca. It is Gianluca. I told you. It was never in doubt. I mean, that pass. Paqueta, I said he never performs against Chelsea. I was just saying that to get a little bit more out of him. Man management, boys and girls. It's the future. We somehow got ourselves to a 3-2 lead. I bet Guardiola is wishing he had Musiala on the bench. I bet he's wishing Konate was on the bench, because he's given the ball away again. Scott, Scamacca, Bowen. The flag stayed down for now. It's very rare that you get two of them awarded in quick succession. I think this will be disallowed. It is disallowed, and my heart rate returns to somewhat of a normal level. I mean, it wasn't even Jarrod Bowen that was offside, it was Scamacca. Unlucky. Gavi leaves the pitch injured. Tchouameni's on for Chelsea. We've got 20 minutes to try and see this out. We need some fresh legs. Who can... I mean, Mitoma looks nervous. Alex Scott, I think you're just going to have to make a little bit of way. I mean, it doesn't really work. We'll give it a go. I mean, no, we'll do something that I know is more familiar to us. It's a cup final, Paul. Jesus Christ, stop trying to make things so overcomplicated. And we've killed a highlight. Bowen was going to take that corner, and he's just strolled off. He's probably got the bang ump. Although, if it stays like this for another 7 or 8 minutes, he's going to be absolutely elated, because he's going to have an FA Cup winners medal. We've got 6 minutes of injury time. It's down to 3. I was just about to say Chelsea have got nothing left, but they've got Kim, they've got Vermeer, and they've got Chilwell. We have stolen the ball. Mitoma in down the right-hand side. He crosses looking for Scamacca. Paqueta now. Paqueta! Oh, that would have just been the ultimate redemption story. Oh, we've got another highlight though. Marcus Leonardo. He's in the box. What can he do? He finds Paquetá. And this time, the keeper saves it. We've got 15 seconds to go. I would have rather that ball gone into row Z, if I'm honest. Now someone put it into row Z. Emerson hooks it back into the middle of the pitch. Inexplicably, we've given the ball away. Paquetá again. Vlahovic is in. And what a save from Areola. Oh my good God. Blow up, ref. Blow up. Please. Please, we need a big head on this. Yes, Dan Burn. That is what he's there for. Zielinski's offside. Surely, ref. Matoma gets the ball away. And that is it. We have silverware. Come on, you Irons. I knew we could do it. It was never in doubt. We've done our old club. I mean, the state of that trophy. Come on, they could have polished it up a bit for us. Everyone on that podium deserves to be there. I'm so proud of this team. I'm going to go full Jose Mourinho, and I'm going to say that this is my biggest achievement in management. This West Ham side were 14th when we took them over. I know it's only the Carabao Cup, but the fans would love it. The fans would be going nuts. The fireworks are going off. There's confetti everywhere. They're going to do a lap of the pitch in a second. The keeper's going bananas. Pickford's gutted because he's cup tied. I'm there looking calm as you like. I mean, it's all coming up. West Ham. Are we going to have a celebratory cartwheel in the FA Cup final? We are, and it's only Schumacher. I mean, he got a hat-trick in a cup final. Cartwheel away, son. Cartwheel away. Hopefully you enjoyed that, boys and girls. If you did, please leave a like and a thumbs up on the video. We've finally done it. We've got a trophy with West Ham. I say finally, we've only been here a couple of months. We've got a trophy with West Ham. We've done the business. Couldn't have done it without you. They couldn't have done it without me. We all need each other. We all need it. Just stay safe and be cool.